402-403-9478. That's our text number. Got some just people listening to some past episodes of ours, and apparently a lot of people listened to the latest Dana Camp episode because we got a whole bunch of people texting in their birth date for the next time that Dana's in here. So you can text in your birth date, your first name and your birth date, and we won't say your birth date on the air, but next time Dana's in, she'll read you.
There is one that's in there, and I was going to read it, and I forgot last week, and I meant to do it, and I've got it sitting on my desk because right now I'm sitting at my table. Pat, if you can, I don't know if are you in the emails at all, or can you get in there, or are you in a position where you can right now?
Okay, so our Facebook or email?
I think it was an email, and it was from Lori, and it was about one of our episodes just last week, and she had a really great story that was in there, and I don't have it in front of me, so I'm not going to try to remember and piecemeal it. But anyway, if you do happen to find it, but I think it was about a week ago. Other than that,
yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah,
last one I found from A. Lori was about the concrete wiener. That's all I can find. And that's not. It's a short little guy.
Okay.
Not the wiener, but the email.
It's not that one. Not that one at all. All right. Okay. So, what you want to explain yourself being gone yesterday, the last episode?
Yeah. Took a little trip, little jaunt to Denver to see my in-laws. They're and Sophia and her friend every year. Ironically enough, thank you, Facebook, we realized that we were out there this exact same weekend last year, thanks to our 1-year memory thing from Facebook, which I love. So yeah, every year about this time we go out there with Soph, and then her friend Riley goes with us. And my in-laws are building a house like literally on top of a mountain. I know it sounds like a dramatic thing, but they bought like the top 5 acres of this mountain by Central City, and they're building a house up there. So we went up there, and I dug a hole in a mountain this weekend. It could have been one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Check that box off. Thank goodness.
Right?
You can check
Thank
that
God.
box off, right?
I could die tomorrow, and I'd accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. I dug a hole in a mountain.
That is the closest.
And I take that back. I didn't dig the hole, so this makes me even feel like a bigger wuss. I filled up a hole in a mountain.
Oh, God. Closest thing to pioneering Pat's done this year. So
that's the closest thing I've done to pioneering ever. Not just this year, ever. Yeah, they got. They got the footings are getting poured this week, so it's just a hole, and so they're like the driveway that goes up there it's dirt, obviously, and so we put these. He had Paul, my father-in-law, had these big holes dug on either side of their entrance, so we had to put these big posts up because he's going to put a core or whatever gate up, says private property. So we had to scooping in my backyard, bringing this into my real actual life, my day-to-day life, in my backyard on a much less intense level. In my backyard, the people that owned our house before, just for whatever reason, covered up a whole bunch of beautiful river rock with like 4 inches of mulch. Like for whatever reason.
I know why. Because you don't want to pick that crap up.
That's right, and they sold it to us, and it looked better.
That's funny because my river rock, the landscape guys hate it. River rock, they hate putting it in. They hate cleaning it out. They try and tell you don't get it. You want to use mulch. Don't do that because once the grass starts growing, then I just went through this last week, and the guys came out and I was like, okay, I need to clean up this area because that's where the river rock was and that's where the grass was and the weeds were coming up like crazy. And then once you pull all of them now, it's like everything quits growing. But while it's growing, it's going crazy. But they had to go out there and it was like hands and knees. You have to do it by hand. There is no shortcut. And other than if you spray it and then you just have dead weeds there, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
so
it looks super nice. It looks super nice at first, unless River Rock is beautiful. I love River Rock.
Yeah,
but I can understand hating to put it in and taking it out is a pain. And there is something enraging when we found this out when we were planting some landscaping that when you jam a shovel into the ground and you hear that rock sound, you're like, oh no,
that's like nails on a chalkboard.
It is awful. So magnify that by 50,000 because below when they dug through these holes, the first 3 inches of a mountain apparently is just dirt. The rest is 100% rock and just mountain rock.
It's actually the surface of the earth because it all got jammed up. That's how they made the mountains.
No, actually, it's a bunch of BS. Yes, I do remember that.
They have the plates and the is it tectonic? Whatever the plates are called.
The tectonic plates.
And they push each other up into the air, and that's how they made the mountain. So it is a lot of rock.
Well, those mountains aren't going anywhere because it's tough. And scooping that rock and shovel after shovel after shovel and tamp around the post and shovel, tamp, shovel. It's and then also couple factors. I'm overweight now. I'm violently out of shape, and I was up. The elevation at their property is just under 10,000 feet.
So oxygen.
It's like, okay. It was just gasping for air half the time.
That's awesome. That's great. But funny thing is, I was just telling Sasha yesterday, I moved around some stuff on the back patio. I came across a smoking deal on some indoor-outdoor carpeting or a couple of rugs. And so I had to move all the furniture off the deck or off the patio so I could put down the 2 rugs and then move everything back. Fighting with the rugs, unrolling rugs is just an Olympic event anyway. It's
right. It's terrible.
And trying to get it to lay flat and all that other good stuff. And by the time I put everything back, okay, great. Then the next morning I got up, my abs hurt, and I'm like, what is going on? Why do I hurt? And I'm like, oh, I moved the furniture. Like, that was the only thing I did. So I got a little workout in. So yeah, I paid for that. So right there with you.
Yeah, it's when you're just moving like furniture or digging, like something that a normal adult human should be able to do without knowing they're going to be basically incapacitated the next day because of soreness. That's just a sad state.
It's terrible. And here's a great one for
terrible.
you for this weekend too. I'm driving back. Let me think here. Sunday morning. A long story short, I had to buy some supplies because I was going to do a little DIY in at home anyway, and I needed to stop and grab something at Lowe's. And I wasn't going to out Lowe's, but I'm going to go down. We're just going to go ahead and do it. But anyway, so I found the stuff I wanted. I just ran in real quick because I just got done having breakfast with Mom and Dad. So I was doing the way home. And popped in, found what I wanted. We got everything checked out. And I go to pay, and they don't take Apple Pay, Samsung Pay. You can't pay with your phone. And I'm like,
what?
That's the first time I've run into this in a long time.
They couldn't that day, or they can't in general.
No, they just don't. They don't in general. They don't. I went to customer service because I was going to get the checker in trouble. And I basically got put in my place. And I said, I'm trying to pay with my phone. And he says that I can't. And she says, here? No, you can't. I'm like, oh.
like she made it sound like you're the idiot. It's like you're the only place in America besides Walmart. I get you can't at Walmart either, FYI.
You can't?
You can't.
Really?
Nope, you can't at Walmart. Because Walmart you have to pay through their app. You can touch pay through their app, but they don't use Samsung Pay or Apple Pay either. So Walmart is another one, FYI. But I would think Lowe's would.
Wow. Yeah, I would too, but they don't. And so you know what I did? I went out, I got in my truck, and I drove over to one of the 4 designated spots, and I parked my truck, and then I went on their app, and I ordered what I wanted, and I paid for it on my phone, and I waited for my email, and then I called them and said, I'm here, bring it out.
That is awesome. And you didn't even have to lift it, put it in your truck, nothing. That's awesome.
Nope. And they did.
That's fantastic.
Like, this is so stupid. I felt really proud of myself.
It is pretty stupid. There have been other instances like that where it's like you have to jump through these hoops to get the savings, where it actually takes less time to do whatever you're going to do without jumping through the hoops. It doesn't make any sense.
No, I had a real proud moment. I was just so mad I couldn't share it with anybody, and that they didn't know I just got them.
And you know what? It's a kid making, well, crap, they're making good money now. They're making like $17 an hour. Well, but it's a kid that it doesn't matter how much they're making. It doesn't matter how much they're making. They couldn't care less that you're mad. They don't care. Nobody cares. No customer service people care if you're mad, because the only time they care is if it's their company. Otherwise, when it's 5 o'clock, they're out. They don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
But you
funny.
did get them. Just to make you feel better, you totally effed them. Good job.
I did. I felt pretty good because I still got what I wanted. I still paid with it how I wanted to. And then they had to bring it out to me. So
that is so awesome.
So that was my big win for the weekend. That's
a good one.
Thank you.
You know what?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that is a very big win. Congratulations on that one. Another little side note from the trip on the way back on the interstate. I was going to get a picture. You know, usually if you're heading on 80, you run into the same people multiple times. Like you stop at a rest stop, they go past you, you pass them. You know, it's kind of that thing. So I drove by this truck, this semi truck, and the name of the trucking company, and I don't care about a dabbing, like a DAB, you know, like the dab. Like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny because around the office, I'm trying to bring the dab back just to make the kids around here think I'm stupid and embarrass my own children because I dab as much as I can, and I know it's stupid. But there was a trucking company called Dab Trucking, and the logo was this kid in a hat dabbing. And I'm like, I need a picture, and I couldn't. There was a lot of chaos on the interstate. Yes. I swear to God, I'm going to Google it. I'm going to look for it, DAB Trucking, and the logo was a kid with a hat dabbing. And we were just getting ready to pull off everybody to go to the bathroom. Everybody was sleeping. So I'm like, well, we're going to go pee, and then we'll catch up with Dab. We never did. Never caught up with Dab. So mad.
Oh, my God. I was really prepared for you to tell me that Dab Trucking had Betty White on the side, but that's okay because she has the best dab ever.
It did not. I don't know. I think the
I just found
his name? Microsoft.
I found the picture.
Bill Gates is a pretty good dab. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Oop, did I lose you?
Trucking. Nope, I'm there.
I'm lost you. Hold on.
There we go. Oh, you got me? I got you.
I don't. Okay, I hear you back. Last thing I heard you say was Bill Gates. Last thing I heard you say was Bill Gates and dab.
Oh, yeah. The Bill Gates dab is good. I love the Bill Gates dab. I do love that.
This is awesome. I'm going to, obviously this will be included as our show art today, I think.
Yes, for sure. I love it. Dab trucking. All right, I will get on that.
Fantastic. So, all right. Yeah, get on
Alrighty.
that. And, good to have you back in the 402.
I'm glad to be back in the 402. I'm super glad to be back. Very glad. All right, so text us 402-403-9478. You can get to us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at, where are we? We are at It's Pat and JT. That's what it is. I've been gone for one freaking day, and I already can't remember our ats.
That's awesome.
You guys have a great day. Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.